Hey, what's up guys? So today we're going to be doing an update to the 2020 Mega Tin prices over here. So previously we did do a video going over the prices day one, but here we're going to go ahead and check out what has actually risen up in price and what has actually fallen down in price. So let's go ahead and hop right into it. I'll be using my video kind of as a reference guide to the previous prices as that was when it first launched. But let's go ahead and go over what has actually changed over here. And I also want to go ahead and use this video to check out what else has actually changed in the Yu-Gi-Oh market, because obviously with reprints that affects the prices of other cards within the last week. Let's go and check out what has actually dropped in price, not even from, of course, the Mega Tins, but because of the Mega Tins, if that makes sense. The original print or the other prints would go down in value. But anyways, let's go ahead and hop right into it. So first off, in terms of cards that have actually gone up in value, Red Eyes Dark Dragoon and Pot of Extravagance are the main ones over here. So again, we'll be going kind of back and forth in between these videos as reference. So the previous video I made, again, this was day one launch prices over here. Red Eyes Dark Dragoon was anywhere from $40 to $35, and now it is sitting at $45 to $46. So on average, that card has actually gone up just a little bit over here. As we mentioned previously, a lot of times how these tins go off is as soon as they come out, everything just starts dropping. The moment that it actually hits, because basically the prices are really high until the actual launch of the product, because people do pre-orders and stuff like that. And then once it actually hits, they start dropping really fast, because usually the Mega Tins are a huge investment for a lot of different card companies. And then everything will go really, really fast, and then they will slowly start going up a little bit for certain cards. Now, again, those certain cards are Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, which has basically gone up $5. But the other important thing to take note is Pot of Extravagance. This card has actually gone up $5. It was previously at $17, and now it is currently at 22s. And this is a huge deal because remember, Pot of Extravagance is not like a card that you usually want to play just one of. It's very rare. So when people want to buy that playset, that's basically an extra $15. That's almost the same price as just one Extravagance. And unless this card gets another reprint, it's actually just going to kind of slowly creep up in price as, of course, more people will want them. You need 3 of them in a deck. Now, things that have gone down in price over here, the Borreload Savage Dragon has gone down. It was from anywhere from like $13 to $15. If we go to my previous video, that's about the average. Unfortunately, when they first showed it off like day one, they didn't have any of the pictures over here. But again, the Savage Dragon, you can see, was $14 over here, and now it is at about $11, $12. So again, this is a little bit of hit with Savage Dragon. Same thing with Appaloosa, it's just down like $3. It was previously, if we look at my older video, it was like $12, and now it's about $9. And then IP Masquerena, it's such a minor change, it's not even worth mentioning, but you can see it's like $8.98 to $9.45 over here. And then previously, the IP Masquerena was at $9.01 to $9.90. So basically no change. And then on top of that, some of the other cards have gone up in price and some have gone down. That's like the big change over here with most of what people want. It's just Extravagance Dragoon went up. The rest of the cards went down just a little bit, like anywhere from like 20-30%. But there are some other cards that kind of went up in price. Like, for example, if we look at the World Legacy Guard Dragon, you can see this card is also getting another reprint, but people generally want the foil versions of them. You can see it's as low as $250 to $303. And then in my previous video, it was sitting at like $189. You guys might think 50 cents, oh, big deal, right? But when people are opening up hundreds and thousands of these cases, let's say, you know, you have 1,000 copies of this card, that's an extra like $500 just because it rose up 50 cents. And this is more so for the bigger picture. If you guys want to look at it from a standpoint of an investor, was this actually worth investing into? But then you also have cards like Avermax, again, where you just have like one copy. You have same thing with like Appaloosa, Savage Dragon, Masquerade. A lot of these are just like one-ofs for some players. Like this card over here, it was $3 before. Fantastic card still, but for the most part, that card is $2, and before the Avermax was actually, was it like top like 5 or 6 cards in the set for like how much value that it was worth? It was worth like $350. So that is actually a pretty big hit, again, when you're looking at thousands of copies of certain cards. But I also wanted to go ahead and use this. We also see Gizmic over here, only $1. this actually affects the other part of the market, talking about the Yu-Gi-Oh cards with their original print. The rest of the stuff is relatively small. I mean, it might be 20 cents up and down, but for the most part, I know, again, when you're looking at thousands of copies of things, that does matter for a lot of people. Let's look at Cypher over here. So Cypher over here was at $3, and it's about $3 too. With all the new Chaos support, this card could be actually something that might not be that bad to invest into if you can pick them up for relatively cheap. But I also want to go ahead and serve this video as a purpose to some of the cards that did go down in value using Yu-Gi-Oh card prices, because they basically just get a lot of data from a lot of different websites over here. But pretty much all of these basically went down over here. If we look at the cards that are falling, we're looking at a lot of cards that were in the reprint in here in the Megaton. So this does apply to anyone that's interested in Yu-Gi-Oh market. So Savage Dragon over here, I mean, I remember when this card was like $80, and look at how much the ultra rare is. It is down 63%. That is absolutely huge. And then same thing with IP Masquerena. The Chaos Impact ultra rare is actually pretty much the same price. It's $8.99 right now. That's down another 60%. That's a huge downside to anyone that did pick those up and didn't get rid of them, obviously with the reprint. Now with World Legacy Guard Dragon, this card was super expensive, again, a long time ago, but now it's only at $5. This is, again, the ultra rare variant of it. And then we also have the Gizmek Orochi. This is another card that is just down a lot. So players that didn't get to get rid of them, well, or if you wanted to keep them. And then we have No Material, the Secret. I remember when this card was $100 when it first came out. It was definitely overhyped though. It's still a cool card nonetheless. There's a lot of people that just simply aren't using it. It's more of a side deck card anyways for certain decks. But even Pot of Extravagance, interesting enough, the Toon Chaos, and you guys know Toon Chaos is a very expensive set. The ultra rare in there is actually going to be cheaper. It's actually the cheaper variant of Extravagance over here. And then even Avermax is down quite a bit as well. Looking at Extravagance over here, yeah, it's just gone down a lot over here. But you can see the different variants in here. But the, I guess maybe that one just recently got bought out, because these prices, they update so fast, and they have like different places. You have eBay, TCG Player, and those are the main ones that people will be posting on. But again, they're about the same price. We have even this one's technically 19 if we go to, again, TCG Player. Now it's a little bit different. But yeah, looking at some of the other cards, I was checking out to see if these were up and down. They're down like a few cents each. And again, I understand that it does matter at the end of the day for some of those people that are investing into. But I just want to kind of cover what most people want. Look how much Omni Brotar is. That card was like 50 cents, and then now it's 14 cents. A lot of times when it's like under $1, it doesn't really matter too much, because if you purchase the card, what happens is they're going to buy more cards from you to reach that threshold of, like, usually it's like anywhere from $2 to $5 depending on the vendor, if they will offer free shipping or not. But look at Get Out. This card is only 30 cents. That's absolutely crazy over here. And Gallant Granite, 1 cent. Again, sometimes people just list it so you'll buy that one card from them and then meet that threshold. So sometimes it's kind of hard to gauge some of these very low cards, as a lot of people will have so much in inventory that they literally want you to go ahead and just buy more from them. And it's a really smart thing. So keep that in mind too when you are looking to purchase some of these cards. Look at how, you know, what their shipping costs are. Sometimes they'll charge you more for shipping. You're better off just buying it from someone else with a higher cost, but the shipping is obviously more, I guess, fair or balanced here. But anyways, guys, that's just a short little update for you guys, and hopefully you enjoyed seeing some of these card prices. Now, in terms of investment over here, pretty much if you're opening up one tin, like on average here, it's going to be very difficult unless you, of course, pull either a Red Eyes or Extravagance to really make up for the price, because a lot of times, even if you get one of these, you would still have to pull like 2 of these, and there's just so many other cards that are just $1. It's a rough investment at this point in time, but unless you got a lot of tins for obviously a really good price. But anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this little Marketwatch little update to the Megatins. And if you did, drop a like on it. If you're new here, subscribe and turn that bell. Maybe we'll do another update a month down the line, and we'll see what they kind of evolve into. But anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a good one, and I'm signing out. Peace.